Okay, so we've talked through a good chunk of the maintenance section and the basics that go along with that. Now I'm going to move into some of the administrative functions, starting with users. So top left, under administration and users, that'll expand out and you click on individual users, and this will display a complete list of every extension that is in the system for all of your users. There are columns across the top here, and you can sort by these different columns. So for example, if you wanted to sort by extension, you can certainly do so. If you click on an existing user, this will take you to the main user profile page. You will see a lot of information in here. I'm going to just touch on a few of the pieces that you'll probably most likely be interacting with on a day-to-day basis as a system administrator. So obviously we've got our first name, last name, and extension number. You can change an extension number at any given point in time and it will automatically update all database tables. So if you have a user that's part of multiple hunt groups or work groups and you change their extension, that will automatically be updated within those database tables. License type and access license. This is license type is defining whether they're going to be an extension only, mailbox only, or an extension and mailbox user. The access license is in regards to the communicator, so what type of communicator they have, whether that's personal, professional, work group agent, or supervisor, or the operator. You can change the caller ID field, so this box will define what is sent outbound when a user makes a call to the outside world. DID range, if you have multiple ranges within the system, those ranges will all be populated here. It will tell you how many DIDs are available in each range, and then once you select the range you can narrow down and define which DID number will ring to this user. User group, there will be an upcoming video on user groups, but this is where we assign this user to a particular user group. If you want to assign a phone to the user, under the IP phone section here, you'll see a drop-down box. So this will automatically populate with the MAC address of all available phones that are currently or have been plugged into the system and that are not currently assigned. So find the MAC address. That MAC address is on a white sticker on the back of every ShoreTel IP phone. And if we scroll down to the bottom here, this is where if a user ever has issues logging into Communicator or their voicemail, you can reset their password. So the client username and client password are specific to Communicator. You can easily clear that out and reset that. There's not a way to tell what the password is for a user, so if they forget it, you have to reset it for them. Voicemail password, same thing. And with that, you can have an option to check this box that the next time they log into voicemail, they'll be prompted to automatically change their password. You also want to fill in the email address field, and that will simply come into play when or if a user wants to receive a copy of a voicemail as a WAV file attachment in their email so they could access it from their smartphone or whatever. And then the two options at the bottom here, if you have a conference bridge or an IM server, this is where you would assign the user to each one of those. If you click on the Edit System Directory Record hyperlink, this will take you to a page where you can add some additional contact information such as home phone, work phone, fax, cell phone, email address, etc. for that user.